Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
That one caught by Carter. And all the way down to the 24-yard line.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. A handoff for Etienne. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Looking for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Jaguars get a score closer. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shouldering the ball carrier, and down he goes.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Jamin Davis there to bring him down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Rhodes. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
With all the success they've had throwing the football as a pass rusher, you know you've got to come hard when you see him drop back to throw. So I really like this call to counteract that pass rush with a screen. It turns into positive yardage. A lot of times the offense says, just replace the rusher with the ball, and it turns into a good play.
And this is going to be a Raiders first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off play action. Rhodes. He'll buy some time right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. From the gun, Rhodes. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Operating from the gun, Rhodes. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. This is caught inside the 15. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch.
Point after by Lambo, up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Taken at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rhodes eluding the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Rhodes. And he rifles one incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else. Ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
Off the play fake. Rhodes. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Caleb Chason
just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And he'll look downfield for Waller.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Off play action. Rhodes. Finding room to the 20. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Swift. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this 1st half. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Rhodes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On 3rd down, Rhodes. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. DeAndre Swift as the 1st half is winding down. And the Raiders will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive as they take over with just 17 seconds left before the break.
Hey, Haywood! Check flag 33, check flag 33. 6-6, bullet high. Check 24, watch 24.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. He'll drop this one off with ETN. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their 1st timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this 1st half. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Check 9, check 9. Protein spill. Hey, Charlie.
They go play action now. Lawrence. Throw right side complete to Carter. They find some open field here. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Come on now, let's go.
So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out in front. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report.
Both these teams getting a chance to dry out, maybe change their cleats if need be. But halftime's just about over. Time to get back to it. And for the call of the 2nd half, here's Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And connecting here with DJ Shark. Touchdown! DJ Shark, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Jaguars come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead. It's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, Rhodes. And that is incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Rhodes. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. Las Vegas sending out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball that cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor. Now they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead.
Here's 2nd and 9.
10 Lobo. Here we go. Snap.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. They're trying to find Chuck, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Now, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Off the play fake. Rhodes out to his left. And this is incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
To throw on third down, Rhodes. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. So holding on the return, and that's going to back him up to start the drive.
He was trying to get the job done correctly, just trying to clear a little space for his returner. Ended up getting a little too much jersey and hooked the guy, hence the flag.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the play. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Carter. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
On 2nd and 7, Lawrence. He'll get that one to Carter, complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 31-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory. Down at the 31. Etienne with it. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the 1st half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Lawrence going to get this to Etienne. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They go play action with Lawrence. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down.
Josh Lambo on for the field goal. A 42-yard attempt.
And Lambo will put this one through. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So give them 3 on that drive. You know, normally you'd say, we'll take it. But the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Off play action. Rhodes. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
Caleb Chason
able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
That's his second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Off the play fake. Rhodes. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the gun, Rhodes.
That's complete to Swift out of the backfield.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 29-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Operating from the gun, Rhodes.
And he will find his man Ruggs.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he finds Waller in the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Darren Waller, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Raiders are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th.
Hey, Orbit. You ain't got nothing. Hey, check back 33. Check back 33.
To throw again on second down. Lawrence. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
Hey, check back 33. Check.
Now Lawrence to throw. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They'll let the QB keep it here off the option.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Back to throw. Rhodes. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line.
So this is something we didn't see it all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Now Lawrence.
Flushed out right. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Go! 52. Watch 52. 52's the mic. Check Mike.
Etienne. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown.
Ben Mason
taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. As this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Man, if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Off-play action. Rhodes. And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away from pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
On 3rd and long. Rhodes. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown Raiders. Henry Ruggs, 82 yards. And the Raiders are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
One play has them to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he will be taken down deep in Las Vegas territory. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Lawrence going to throw again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau as this gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, I mean, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Rhodes. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Here's the Raiders punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain there of 21 yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Back to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Eluding the pressure right. Yeah, he'll find Hall. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Raiders are going to win the football game. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put